Russian authorities last week raided the homes of 5 Falun Gong practitioners. The decision was carried out under a controversial law that targets organizations, journalists, and human rights activists. Falun Gong, also known as Falun Dafā, is a spiritual meditation practice that has been heavily persecuted in China since 1999. NTD's Jeremy Sandberg reports.
A Moscow court Saturday ordered 46-year-old Natalia Mininkova be jailed for 2 months after raids on Falun Gong practitioners' homes on Friday. Prosecutors accuse her of committing a serious crime against the foundation of the constitutional order and security of the state. Court records say that was for organizing Falun Gong-related meetings and distributing literature. Russian authorities have used the law against carrying out the activities of an undesirable organization to target over 100 organizations, along with journalists and human rights activists. The law carries a penalty of up to 6 years in prison. Russian authorities and state media parroted Chinese Communist Party disinformation describing the meditation practice when publicizing the raids. Executive Director of the Falun Dafā Information Center, Levi Browdy, told NTD the closer a regime gets to the CCP, the more they will try to appease them.
Going after dissidents of the Chinese regime, going after people who are speaking out against the tyranny of the CCP.
He says the home raids and arrests raise questions around freedom of speech and belief for all Russians.
I mean, if they're going to use some of these vague sort of rules that have been put in place over the last several years, but they're using against the Falun Gong practitioners here, I don't think anybody's safe. Because again, if they're going to go after peaceful meditators, who else might they go after?
I've got a question on China and Russia.
NTD asked National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan about the raids at the Financial Times Weekend Festival in Washington, D.C. on Saturday. He said it came as no surprise Russia would repress all kinds of people on issues relating to freedom of speech, press, assembly, and religion. He acknowledged Russia's deepening ties with the Chinese communist regime.
Russia is increasingly relying on China for a lot of things, particularly as they have lost other avenues economically, technologically, and otherwise. So this is a relationship that we look at closely, carefully.
A White House National Security Council spokesperson told NTD the administration is concerned whether it happens in China, Russia, or elsewhere in the world. The State Department in its latest human rights report said Russia misused anti-terrorism and anti-extremism laws, as well as other measures, to target Falun Gong without any credible evidence of violent actions or intentions. Jeremy Sandberg, NTD News.